Hey there, and welcome to another OnSign TV Academy video. In today's video, I'm going to show you a really cool feature that we have related to data feeds. So when we are associating a data feed to an application, we have lots of features we could be including to those data feeds. In today's example, I'm going to be creating an application that is going to display events. But let's say that I like the design of a different application made for a different purpose. In this case, the application I'm talking about is this one right here, our team. This application was built to display your employees. So there is an image, there is a title, a subtitle, and a text saying something about that person. But I really like this design, and I would like to use this design for displaying events. But how do I do that? Well, first thing I need to do is choose the application I want, check if it's possible to use it. I mean, you have to go here on data feed requirements and check what are the fields that that application uses. So in this case, we have name, which will be the title for our event, occupation, in this case here, like market manager, sales representative, and so on and so forth, would be the date for our event. So we would display the title of the event, the date of the event, the description would be actually the description for our event, and we're going to be also including an image to that card. So essentially we would be just having a card with the image for the event, the title of the event, the date, and the description. So this is totally usable for the purpose we're talking about. Okay, so let me show you the data feed I created for that. So there it is, events. And basically what I have here is I have one column for the image of my events, one column for the title, one column for the date, which is actually the type text. It's not the type date, and I'm going to show you why. The next one is date, and I put it on parentheses here saying hidden, because this column here, we're just going to be using this column to filter that data feed. So we could show the events accordingly, like we would like to display the events for a week, for a month, for the past couple of days, right? So this is going to be your choice. But this column here is going to be hidden, because remember when we were looking at the app, there were no fields, there were no data fields, only text fields. So let's just keep it hidden for this moment. And here we have event description. So this is the data feed that we created, okay? And we have 4 events for July and 1 event for August. Okay, let's keep it saved. And now let's go back to the application. Click here in app, go here in office, let's select the Our Team app, and let's call it events. Next step is choose the data feed and select events. Okay, so now we're just going to match the fields here from the app with the fields from the data feed. So we have title or name, occupation, which is the subtitle there, would be our date. Remember, it is a text type, as it says here, so I cannot include the date, the hidden date I created there. So this is why we created a date with the type text. Next we have description, and then we have image. And down here is the filters. Well, first, here we can select the range of data we're going to be taking from that data feed, okay? It comes by default 1 to 20, but you could always change it. In this case, we're not going to be needing to change this as we only have 5 events. And we could also be sorting it by role, title, date, or event description. Could go here on date and sort it as ascending, okay? And then we click here in filters. When we click in filters, we can click in add a filter, and we could add a filter related to the column we created. So we could have a filter here related to the title, and we could be like filtering titles that do not contain a specific text or starts with a specific text. So this is up to you. But for this example, we would be going here on the date. As it's a different type of field, we have different options here, and this is exactly what I wanted to show you. So we have lots of options here to filter the date of our events. So for this application here, I just want to display the events for this month, okay? So the date is this month, and we could be confirm. And this application should display only 4 events that would be happening on July. So when I click in preview, I can see my application displaying the events for this month, okay? And if I don't add any filter, if I remove it, confirm and preview, it should be displaying the 5th event, creating another page, as you can see here on the page counter. So if we wait for this to switch to the next one, it should be showing the next event. So this is a way for you to filter your data feeds and use multiple purpose applications, okay? Well, so this is it. I hope you have enjoyed this, this video. I guess this was a really great tip for you to use your OnSign data platform, and stay tuned for the next video.